Now, how about I for this one? I don't know why nay is weighted so much, unless this is bugged, which I don't think it is. With the help of the Nkali, who are more than willing to teach faith-blind fanatics a lesson, our soldiers escort the protesters to the dungeons, where they'll be able to count their bruises. One for each day the wedding was delayed. The marriage between Edgarn and Lyra will now proceed unimpeded. But the religious contrast put to rest once and for all by royal decree, the marriage of Edgarn and Lyra can finally take place. Over time, more members of our respective nobility start weaving family partnerships by arranging marriages between their offspring. The Nkali become so entangled in our diplomatic web that they become an integral part of our kingdom in all but name. They respect our opinions and heed our counsel, but keep their convictions regarding their religion. And we both learn to respect each other's opinions on the matter without conflict. Both kingdoms will negotiate and fight together as equals against any threat. That's good. So got 40 of those. So that storyline's concluded. Gonna be having dinner, so we'll lurk. All right, sounds good. Union of Civilizations. See, it's weird because it's kind of in my interest to have the king abdicate. Because that way I get more things built. I think I kind of need to. I think I need to have him abdicate. I think it just I think it means more to me. And I don't think the amount of abdications matter, so... Let's do the Royal Laboratory. Let's see what this is all about. Scholars spend oh yeah, we also invented a compass as well. Which they say might point towards the mother. Supposedly. Scholars spend lots of time trying to understand Hyasador's cryptic schemes. They show strange correlations between improbable materials, but resources are limited, and the choice of a specific experiment excludes the other. Choose an experiment. So, egg? As in, maybe that smells like egg or a mushroom? So I can either make an alchemical potion or I can break an egg. I'm gonna break an egg. Excuse me. Following Hyasador's cryptic instructions, our scholars powder coal. Excuse me. Oh, did we invent gunpowder? Powder coal, onyx, and sulfur together, but the mixture seems to have no particular properties. Yet when they try to ignite the compound... So we invented gunpowder. New preparation available. A series of explosions devastate the Royal Laboratory, revealing to our scholars the properties of a black dust that burns rapidly and produces a lot of smoke. Scholars learn that constraining the ignited powder creates a rapid expansion of force, which damages the surrounding environment. The new onyx dust promises to revolutionize military warfare. Well, I'm glad we came upon it first. So what do I need for that? Research onyx dust. So I need, well, I'm gonna get that by the end of this for sure. And that will lead to another thing which I could use. Okay, so I want the king to abdicate, or the king to abdicate. Virtue of Destruction, Royal Laboratory. Okay. Let's see what this is about then. Let's see how many more of these we get. Scholars spend loads of time trying to understand Hyasador's cryptic schemes. They show strange correlations between improbable materials, but resources are limited and the choice of a specific experiment excludes the other. Choose an experiment, I shall. So, a box with bugs or fire. And steam? Experiment B. We've done A a lot, and I don't want bugs. I don't want bugs anywhere near my experiments. Trying to decipher yet another of Hyasador's projects. Our scholars fill a metal compartment with water, then put it over a hot flame, so we're inventing steam. The flame was unable to melt the metal, but the scholars observed that the vapors from the water generate a constant upward force. Oh my god. Wow, we're going into steampunk territory now. So he invented gunpowder and steam engines. The scholars follow Hysodora's intuitions about the constant force of vapors to assemble a huge steam-powered contraption. With a low buzz, the humongous machine begins to move. While its movements are rigid, they do seem to possess great strength, and the applications for its vapor motors are endless. The people begin to call this mechanism the Steam Giant. I'm all about knowledge. Let's do the Steam Giant. Following the many discoveries allowed by Hysodora's exceptional mind, the wise and the learned learned, I guess, whatever, think that knowledge can answer all questions, spiritual ones included. I think learned and learned are technically both correct. This is why many are surprised when a lost book written by Hysodora titled The Secrets of the Soul is found in the Royal Library. It contains revolutionary theories on the fundamental union between matter and spirit, an unprecedented topic for Hysodora, so much so that the rector questions the book's authenticity. Do you accept Hysodora's spiritual book as legit? I mean, that would move my knowledge up, which I do want. And like I said, we're very knowledgeable people. The Secrets of the Soul instantly becomes very popular, prompting a healthy dialogue between scholars and priestesses. Is it finally time to unveil the secret link between spirit and matter? After the revelation of Hysodora's devotion, a new age of harmony and cooperation between scholars and priestesses blooms. That's a very gross picture they have right there. I guess that's medical stuff happening. We're weighing body parts. Huh. Okay. A new order within the cult is established, called the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment. The brightest priestesses of the cult are encouraged to join the new order and devote themselves to the methodical study of spiritual matters. Much groundbreaking work is done on pivotal questions like the weight of the soul, or for how long the body remains in the earth when buried after death, before going back to the mother's womb to be born again anew, or renewed. Virtue of destruction. So let's have a look-see here. So where is the... No, not any of these. Do I get to see the eclipse? It doesn't look like so. Knowledge and money. See, I feel like the ones that cost money are probably well worth it. So yeah, we'll do this one. The Enkali believe that gods are a trick to scare people and make them submissive in a purely physical world, and their skepticism is starting to spread doubts about the mother among the population. The cult has asked for a ban on proselytizing? Proselytizing. I've never heard that word before in my life. This foreign philosophy, which is fascinating some of our people. Do we discourage the Enkali from that word? I'm gonna say nay, because I don't want to... I mean, no, I don't believe so, because like they're making a probably what a valid point is, to be fair. So I don't know why this is an I. You can say nay. We don't discourage it. We do not police ideas. Yeah, and plus we're an enlightened people, especially those which might appear or anger a valuable ally. We turn down the request to expel atheistic philosophies. I don't think they use the term atheistic. So I'm okay if this goes in a certain way. Because like I said, I kind of want the king to abdicate. The Chronicles of the Kingdom of Inkal have always been transmitted orally, but they go back a long time. Getting accustomed to our written accounts, our ally asks for help compiling their epic songs for all scholars to study. Yet this giant enterprise will occupy our brightest scholars for quite some time. Do we fund our scholars' efforts to record Inkal's ancient chronicles? Yeah, I think this is a very easy eye, because it'll force him to abdicate, and I'll get a lot more money out of this. Given time, linguists and historians complete the puzzle of the epic northern tales. It seems there was a time when Lyric was entirely covered with ice. The Inkali developed their combat skills in those ancient times when the few fertile territories where agriculture was possible had to be defended from nomadic raider tribes. As the world warmed, the Inkali had to face a menace much more serious than the ice. A vast army from the south invaded Lywick, whatever, and most of the tribes either fled or bent their knee to the one known as, at the time, as the Immortal Empress. The invaders outnumbered them and had 8 incredibly strong champions, whom the poems called Bloodless Shades. Yet the Inkali knew their territory well and resisted numerous attacks. The battles continued for a long time until, for no apparent reason, the invading army crumbled into chaos. Intriguing. Get out of here, king. You abdicate. And give me my gold. Okay, good. I needed that. So if that fills up, then I get a crown for filling it up? Is that how it works? I assume I can actually only have so many leaders. I mean, we'll fill this one up and see. Like father, like son. So what's this one? Choose the same moral alignment 4 times. Okay, that's an achievement. I do want to do onyx dust. I think this will be very handy. Honestly, any of these would be pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But I can only do so much. I should probably get one of these guys out of the council. Get my rivals out. Yeah, I'll remove them from the council. I don't need my rivals in here. Do I also remove my enemies from here? I can add to council. Oh wait, no, they're in the council already. Oh no, they're not. No, they are. Then why would I add to council? Why can't I add them to council? Maybe because these ones are already on the council? But then again, so are these guys. Are they still on the council because I didn't add them? Yeah, they are. Oh no, it says cancel. I don't know. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really matter. What do I want to do? The virtue of destruction. Yeah. But the steam giant though would be good. Yeah, the steam giant and Torque, good old Torque. We kicked him out of the council, so I guess let's go pay him a visit. The steam giant is being used to help plow fields and grind wheat. Our farmers are relying heavily on its services at this point, but the High Commander feels it could be put to better use. Do we shift the use of the steam giant from agrarian to military? How come? How come? How come the one nay from these guys matters so much? I think I'm gonna get rid of them. I might actually get rid of them. Or do these guys oppose me because... Oh, no, they can't, can they? I mean, I vote aye, personally. The machine is sent to the armory, with deep regret among the starving population, but it is for the greater good. The towering presence of the steam giant alone is enough to dissuade all but the most organized military forces from any hostile enterprises. I think it just makes sense. I think it just makes sense. You shift it to a more military focus. This one costs 3. Just hold on. So if I cancel that... Okay, I'm gonna remove from council. Add to council. So now who's on the council? Ah, the boat people. Okay, so that's good. So that's good. So now I have more people on the council that are more for me. Even if it did cost me a lot of my money. We'll see if this still works out, though. Reminds me of Iron Harvest. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is kind of reminiscent of Iron Harvest, isn't it? Also, I'm back, and welcome back once again, my friendo. Sail away. I'm trying to debate here. An Academy for the Spirit. I want to do this one because this one costs money. So I feel it's probably important. Atra Messia, a priestess from the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, was found guilty of heresy for her research into a 9th daughter of the mother and sentenced to death. Despite this, a collection of her writings called the Artemisia Code wound up in the hands of Corbett, or Corbet probably, an unscrupulous merchant that has been selling copies to the nobles and the artisans of Libra. Do we ban Artemisia's heretical book? I don't think so. But, you know, then I'm going to be making them mad. I could pay them so they don't be mad at me. No, I don't think banning it is good. I'm going to say nay. We don't ban the book. Why are the book people mad at me? Even if the prior mother is upset by our decision, all discoveries have been right, or have the right to be spread, discussed, and possibly accepted or rejected based on their validity. The book proves to be a huge success, selling many copies among our nobility. The book shocks the public with its insinuations about the alleged secret 9th daughter of the mother actually being a male. See, well, from what we can tell, though, that's all true. Sierra Ocean. We received news that after many months spent wandering the Sierra Ocean in search of the fabled islands, our fleet had discovered a large shipwrecked graveyard. On the brink of insanity due to their lengthy journey, the sailors want to abandon the search and recover the sunken treasures. To order the sailors in Sierra Ocean to keep exploring. I believe that's a pretty solid aye. Ah, but they're voting nay. I mean, this boosts morale. But I think voting aye just makes sense. I'm gonna pay these guys off. Just so they don't get mad at me. Hey Mario, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today, friendo? The fleet continues its search for the mythical island, despite the protests of the crews. However, such a prolonged journey into an empty ocean is taxing on the minds and bodies of the sailors. Many of them go mad with despair and throw themselves into the sea. Oh. Persistence rewards us. The location of the lost island of the Salon has been found. Getting there was no mean feat, but a great reward awaits our emissaries when they finally arrive. The library, a grand stilt tower made of metal and colored glass, still stands by the sea, right at the entrance to the main bay. The islanders, the last descendants of the Ceylon, now regress to fishing and pastoralism, are very welcoming and mostly unaware of the library's precious contents, instead worshipping it as a god of glass and iron. Only the few of them who can read are granted access to it and retain any memory of their glorious past. They're called the Holy Guardians, and their peers revere them as priests. All right, this is going well. Union of Civilizations, Star Ocean. Yeah, Star Ocean, Star Ocean. The Endearing. A ship from Signar's fleet turned to piracy during the expedition and is now preying upon our trade routes. The crew quickly gained a reputation for cruelty and bloodlust, and their captain's now infamous as Arsinia, the Relentless. The High Commander says piracy should not be tolerated, but it's only a single pirate ship. Do we send the Navy to hunt down the mutineers and their captain? Yeah. Of course, a very easy eye. Why are you voting nay? Why do you vote nay? I'm gonna change your mind, and we're voting aye. We send a military vessel to hunt for the Endearing. After a gruesome battle, our sailors board the ship and slaughter the pirates from first to last. Many rejoice for the end of Arsinia's reign of terror. Ever since we defeated Arsinia, the Relentless, and her bloodthirsty pirate crew, with firm resolve, everybody knows that we control the sea with an iron grip. Mario says, Frag, would you like to watch the music short video I'm in after stream? From Kupokon is Hildebrand. Also, how are you? I would love to see that. Yes, please. Also, I'm doing good, thanks. Had a good day today so far. My throat is getting sore from all this reading, but that's to be expected. There's a lot of reading. I've kind of been talking non-stop and reading dialogue for like near 5 hours. Gotta take a big swig. I want every ship trained on that man. No piracy allowed. The Eels Bay. Well, I don't want to work on that one yet. Glass Tower. During their stay with the Holy Guardians, our scholars learned of some blue grapes commonly found on their island, which the Guardians used to temporarily sharpen their cognitive prowess. The guild mistress reports that after we started importing these grapes, their use has been spreading to our kingdom, but their abuse pushes people to madness or even death. Do we ban the cognitive grapes, a stimulant for the mind? Well... See, Nate keeps me in the good graces of these guys. Of my allies, who I still don't know what they do, to be fair. I mean, I don't think we ban them. Regulate them, maybe. I'm gonna say nay. The commerce in blue grapes prospers, but the cost in human lives is high as many go mad or even worse. Die choking on their dry blue tongues. The artificial brilliance induced by the blue grapes leads our scholars to many original ideas. New preparations available. I don't know what that changed. That changed something. So what's the preparation then? Import blue grape juice. allows the user to see meaningful patterns in large amount of disparate documents. Meh. How many do you have in progress? We're doing good, honestly. We're doing really good on this stuff. Mario says that's good. Yes, thank you very much. You know, real grapes kind of do that. Do they actually? Can you die on real grapes? God, I hope not. I like grapes. Yeah, we'll do this one. Union of Civilizations. The heartwarming story of the marriage between Edgarn and Lyra is leading to a boom in intellectual mingling with the Inkali. Some of our people fear that their traditions are being watered down and want to limit intercultural marriages. Others, on the contrary, believe diversity enriches the kingdom. Do you limit intercultural marriages between citizens? Nay, nay, nay. Easy nay. Easiest nay I could ever possibly nay. We do not limit such things. The private lives of citizens should not be regulated. While some purists fear the coming change, progressives are convinced that our culture will be enriched, both spiritually and materially. I mean, like, are bad for you in some way, I don't know. Perhaps. I mean, they could be. They could be bad for you. I mean, too much of anything, I guess, is bad for you if you really think about it. If the maximum distance is reached. I think I've done that. I'm pretty sure I've reached maximum distance. I need some of these to go up, up, up. Glass tower. I am kind of curious about this one, though, but it's at its maximum. Well, it is, so I should gain at least one. Unless it's maximum on all of them. Okay, we'll do glass tower. Our scholars have been trying to convince the Holy Guardians to let them into the library for months. We even tried revealing to them the location of the ancient battle lost by their Solana ancestors as a gesture of goodwill, but to no avail. It is clear there's no diplomatic way to get in. Do we force our way into the Holy Guardian's library? Ooh, now this. Now they say nay. But I lean more towards I. So I'm still not too sure why I even has an option. Oh, because I'm going against the grain. That's right. See, now this actually does make sense. No, probably not, right? Like, if I'm kind of being my nation, nay would be the one I would pick. Because we can't really, and as you've seen, we're very multiculturalist. So I don't think we should do such a diplomatic faux pas here. Nah, we won't force our entry in. We'll try to get in eventually through peaceful means. While stern in their refusal, the Holy Guardians appreciate our obvious admiration for their culture. The depths of the sea brought us many gifts, their leader says with a grin. We would like to share one with you. The High Guardian gives us a weird book. He seems strangely eager to get rid of it, but at the same time reluctant to part with it. Even if our emissaries failed to get access to the library, we established a trade route with our new friends on the lost island of the Salon, which brings new goods and prosperity to our market. The Book of Choices, huh? Well, that's a very nice looking book. The book has an image of a large branched tree on the cover. It is unnaturally sturdy, but otherwise quite mundane. The scholars expected it to be written in a strange, unknown language, but surprisingly, it is written in our own. The Book of Choices, as it is called, exerts a strange fascination, and few can resist the urge to open it. But those who read it start talking incoherently or fall into a deep slumber from which they never wake. Some say the truths contained in the book are so disconcerting that readers lose their grip on reality. The unsettling tome is soon locked away in a secret hall of the Royal Library, where no one will open it. The king lives. Oh boy, oh boy. Library of choices, huh? Yeah, let's study the Book of Choices. After studying the Book of Choices for some time, a group of scholars starts questioning the principles of non-contradiction. They're disputing or disrupting the academic activities of their peers, arguing with everyone and challenging common sense, wisdom in every field. Do we allow the Book of Choices scholars to continue meeting? Okay, so wait, if this one happens, it lowers? If this one's happened, that goes higher. Well, I guess that's a good point, because they're disrupting actual knowledge. Now, the only problem with this is that I break my alliance if I say nay. But I don't know what my alliance does. See, I don't know if my alliance is beneficial to me later. I don't think it is. I'm gonna break my alliance. These guys and I have disagreed on a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna say nay. They're not allowed to continue eating. The Royal Marshal sends her guards to beat some common sense into the crazy heads of the deranged scholars, giving them concrete and indisputable proof that they cannot be hurt and will at the same time. Their mad theory shall not poison our practical sciences. The king lives. Divine recalls. Virtue of destruction. I've been kind of sitting on this one for a bit, so let's do this one. Citizens are starting to use onyx dust in orchestrated pyrotechnic celebrations, but the number of injuries and lethal incidents is high. Do we ban onyx dust for pyrotechnic recreational use? I mean, it's like banning fireworks. So I want to say nay. I'm gonna say nay. Blowing stuff up keeps the morale of the people high. Many think it is a gift from Lyria, the saint daughter of amusement. Let them have their fun. They'll learn how to properly handle onyx dust bombs. Eventually. While onyx dust during public festivities are people... While using onyx dust during public festivities, are people occasionally die or get mutilated. I also got another achievement. Fill a column in the Chronicles table with negative short Chronicles only. The king lives yet again. Academy for the Spirit. Yeah, let's do this one. Isadora used complex ciphers to protect her discoveries, especially those about spirituality, but also when she was afraid of something. The rector reports that Philona, a sister from the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, is studying such a scroll, seemingly containing information about an impending menace. But her skills are not enough, and she's asking for assistance from the scholars of Libra. Do we order Goffeed to keep working on Isadora's ciphers? I mean, I want to say aye to this one. I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, keep working on them. Through an expensive yet impressive concerted research effort, Philona and the other scholars managed to crack Isadora's code. The scholars are initially disappointed to find out that the cipher seems to hide a mundane historical chronicle comparing the demise of the Sabian League and the Salon Union. Complete translation. I found that some events repeat throughout history, not because of human nature, but due to the will of an external force called the Black Dawn. This name and the symbol associated with it recur many times in historical chronicles from different ages and geographical regions. Take the Sabian League, for example. It faltered at the apex of its power after a sudden economic crisis. The League's power relied on its famous treasure, a large reserve of gold that allowed the Sabians to rule over other realms. Hmm. The king lives again, so I think he's guaranteed to die next turn. 50-50 chance he's hit the good one like 3 times in a row. Virtue of Destruction. Yeah, we'll keep on going the Virtue of Destruction route. After burning his eye by staring at the sun through a farscope, the astronomer Firmus is suggesting that the sun is not the warm heart of the mother, spreading her love upon the world, as the cult has always said, but is actually an immense burning deposit of onyx dust. The implications of this theory could be unsettling for the minds of the uneducated. Do we ban the belief that the sun is a burning deposit of onyx dust? I mean, I'm going to say nay to this one. I think this is a very easy nay. Because, you know, you can't ban that kind of science. One of the most precious parts of Hysador's legacy is that progress can't be held back by old and outdated superstitions. We let Firmus spread his ideas. The idea that the sun is made of exploding onyx dust, while it made us increasingly aware about the precariousness of life, sparked new research on the nature of the cosmos. And the king is dead. Long live the king. So what's this? Keep the reign going for 11 turns. Okay, well that's good. It's probably a rarity. Well, it has to be. 50-50 chance like each time. Yeah, it's definitely a rarity. Let's make a nice little stairway. So we completed Extremist. I can't pick that one though. I guess you get a bonus crown if you complete it. Oh, that's what the crowns mean. I get it now. Okay. So we'll do another in Rebel, then we just get a bonus black crown. Yeah, sure, that works. For the food pantry, fund plaza renovation plans. These are done. Okay, fair. Build onyx bombs. I mean, that would be pretty good. A water tank system. I can do both. I can do at least one more. Now, do I build the royal treasure room? This would give me a lot more monies. Castle renovation sounds good too, though, and that does lead to another couple things that I could, in theory, use. This gives me gold, though. Yeah, we'll build the royal treasure room. So who's a part of it now? Oh, no. They're back. See, I don't want these guys to come back. I'll form an alliance with you. Again. I mean, we agreed on a lot of stuff. It's just when we didn't agree at all. And I do have the money, so I'll throw it their way. I want to do the Eels Bay one, because this has me intrigued. Inspired by the library, the architect Zenodotus wants to build a copy of the stilt tower at the mouth of the Ermac River in Eels Bay. Ermac, one of the best Mortal Kombat characters. A project of such a grandiose scale, though, would destroy the historic eel fishing community of the bay, and the royal architects even question its technical feasibility. Do we fund the construction of a copy of the glass tower in Eels Bay? No, I don't think so. This is a hard nay from most people. They wouldn't really need it. The trade of the succulent eels of the bay is a major source of wealth for the kingdom, and it can't be jeopardized. The fishermen of Eels Bay will not forget our wisdom, a triumph of humanity over hubris. Fishermen of Eels Bay organized a yearly festival to celebrate our decision to preserve their traditional way of life from reckless destruction. No dilemmas there. I'm actually running out of dilemmas. I wonder if that means it's going to be ending soon. I assume once you run out of dilemmas, that's it. The Order of Spiritual Enlightenment is asking that the firstborn of every noble family in Ankist be forced to spend 3 years at its headquarters in Libra to be taught the most profound aspects of spiritual knowledge. This will make the future dukes and marquises wiser, but will also come at a great cost. Do we proclaim the forced spiritual conscription in an edict? I mean, a literal great cost. I will go I with this one. It goes with my brothers here, my alliance, but I also think it's worth it. And it's not like they're leaving their families. They're just being taught at a place for 3 years. By royal decree, all noble firstborn will be educated at the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment in Libra. Wise and spiritual leaders will certainly be at an advantage for the kingdom and future generations. The nobles educated at the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment tend to continue their intellectual research even during their adult life. I do only have one more. Interesting. What happens when I do run out? Is that the end? The Holy Attendant declares that if the Divine Recall really points towards the Mother, we should build one right in the council room, made entirely from red iron. Our people would be relieved by the thought that the council will always know in which direction they need to point their prayers to solve their dilemmas. Do we build a device that always points towards the same direction? It's a lot of nays in one eye. But am I willing to forego my ally for this? I mean, I'll pay these guys off, so it's at least a little bit cheaper for me. And I will say, we will do this. At great cost, an enormous divine recall entirely made of red iron is built in the middle of the council room. Weirdly, it is noticed that it always points towards the throne. It is rumored that ever since the divine recall was placed in the council room, the favor of the Mother has been with the members of the council. That's good. Good for morale. Okay, we do have some more, so divine recalls. A large black rock seems to attract all nearby divine recall devices. Despite the ongoing debate inside the cult regarding the location of the Mother's body, or earth or sky, the Holy Attendant thinks that the Mother lies beneath the rock and proposes that we construct a lavish temple around it. This bold project will be very risky for the many workmen required. Do we authorize the construction of a temple near the black rock? I mean, there's only one eye. I mean, may as well, right? I mean, it's gonna cost me 4 of my shield. I mean, I could nay. But I think in this case, we get the temple going. Makes people happy. The prior Mother finally concludes that the Mother left her body beneath the rock when she ascended with her daughters into the sky. We authorize the construction of the gargantuan temple, but the cost in money is significant. Even more significant is the number of laborers injured or killed during the work. The Mother's mausoleum we built became an attraction for the devout, but it is also a magnificent architectural achievement that will inspire future generations. Steam Giant. The Holy Attendant reports to us that Chronicles, a scholar gone mad after the death of his wife, has been caught plugging vapor motors into human corpses to bring them back to life. His work could lead to revolutionary discoveries, but preventing the dead from returning to the Mother's womb is blasphemous, even more than preventing death indefinitely. Do we execute Chronicles, the mad scholar, for his reanimation experiment? I mean, I'm gonna say nay on this one, a very solid nay. It's for science, of course, even if it is kind of grotesque and weird. Plus, I don't want this reign to end quite yet. Sacrificing a skilled mind, even if misguided, would be a waste. We decide to spare Chronicles' life, as he is just a desperate, grieving husband. Our pardon has a condition, though. He'll have to abandon his studies on the dead and apply his intellectual talents exclusively to help the living. Oh my goodness, that can't be good. Well, at least he's helping the living now. Back to sanity thanks to our mercy. Kralis dedicated his life to the creation of medical devices, helping people with permanent impairments to contribute again to society. Well, that worked out. The Book of Choices. The famed scholar Halden, one of the most ardent students of the Book of Choices, has lost his mind. We're all trapped in this world, he constantly shouts. Death is the only exit, but even that is up for others to decide. His ramblings are causing quite a commotion. Do we execute Halden, the student of the cursed Book of Choices? I mean, I'm gonna say nay on this one for a good few reasons. I don't think we should execute him for it, but also, you know, I just don't think he needs to be executed, to be honest. And plus it helps me with this. We decided to show poor Halden some mercy. He used to be one of the sharpest minds in the realm, after all. Yet, still believing death to be the only exit, Halden takes his own life soon after. He had a choice, after all. After his death, Halden's theory spread. Many gullible people, uncomfortable with their existence, decide to exit this world the same way he did. They kill themselves. Damn, this game's like pretty dark, dude. The king declares that the Book of Choices is too dangerous to be kept locked in the library, where no one can read it. Such a hazardous item should always be kept at hand, where an eye can be kept on it. To move the Book of Choices from the library to the council room. Ooh. Oh, but that's gonna tempt the council, isn't it? I think we vote aye on this one. The Book of Choices is brought before the council and the king, but even we cannot resist and crowd around it to read its contents. Within there is no meaning to be understood, only a kaleidoscope of ever-changing words that blurs your mind. As we read, we and the king slowly slip into a deep slumber. Oh. We slowly awaken in a strange, dreamy place. The king enters a door on the floor, and we follow him. Rooms repeat endlessly with little variation, as if designed by a frugal architect, and we easily get lost. Weird objects hang from the ceiling of each room, and perplexing symbols are marked on each door. Once we go through a door, it locks behind us, making it impossible to go back. We can only move forward. Well, here we go. We're just in the labyrinth now, I guess. The last sentence we remember from the Book of Choices threateningly echoes in our minds. There are two exits from this labyrinth. When you choose your path, remember, madness breeds contradictions, yet sane minds look for consistency. Choose a door. Madness breeds contradictions, yet sane minds look for consistency. Well, what's more consistent than a square, right? I feel like a square is very consistent because it's all the same shape, whereas a shield is very inconsistent in shape, so I'm gonna pick door A. Wait a minute. Is this related to the things I've done? Is this related to the things I've done? Because that looks very familiar. We'll go with door B. Wow. Consistency? So we've done box, leaf, like an empty door. I don't remember anything with stars. If that's the case, I know there's been a lot of death, but I don't know what the blank door would be. Pick a path. Oh goody, my favorite. Remember, madness breeds contradictions, yet some minds look for consistency. I don't know. I don't know about these ones. I thought I had it down, but I don't think I do. I mean, there's been a lot of death. If it's telling me to choose based on what's happened in my gameplay so far, a lot of death has happened, so I guess door C? I mean, consistency, so go back to the leaf door? But I mean, we did use fire to make steam. So wheat. I mean, I think, yeah. I'm pretty scared, to be honest. I don't know what this is gonna lead to. Sane minds look for consistency. Go back to door A? Spooky. Go back to the leaf. I mean, it's pretty consistent if I keep going through the same doors. Wait, book. Okay, so this is repeating. So let's go through the fire door. Spooky, scary skeletons. Okay, so now I'm back here. So here. Okay, so the maze is repeating, kind of. Now, I did make it quite a ways, interestingly enough. Even if it was by accident, assuming that's what happened. So if I go in here, then... And then we go in leaf door. And then we go in water door. So now we're back here. So what if we go in empty door? And then square door. And then fire door? Okay, so now we're back here. So I need to find my way out, I'm guessing. Which is easier said than done. Oh no, we did go through here. Oh wait, how come that one's showing me like an end? Or a thing? That's scary. I'm guessing I found the exit. We hear the king muttering. When the glass is shattered, what do the splinters reflect? The king's mind has been broken by a truth too horrible to contemplate. His contradictory beliefs sometimes keenly reflect an incoherence in the very nature of reality. But most of the time he's just plainly mad, and that becomes his new moniker among those who know of his secret. Or of the secret. The Mad King jealously guards the Book of Choices in his chambers, feverishly reading it to himself and to all his heirs. This lingering madness will continue to curse the royal family for decades to come. Now, is that because I didn't find a way out? Or did I find a way out? I feel like I did. This is kind of weird, not gonna lie, says Best Afterwards. A little bit. Okay, we'll pay the 2 gold for this one. The Mad King barges into the council room shouting, "That is enough. You make all the decisions and ignore my will. I order you to disobey all my orders." Will we obey the order to disobey the king's order? Everybody's voting nay. So... nay? I mean, I think this then ends the king. So you disobey my orders. It does not matter. The end is coming and my unbalanced mind cannot prevent it. Well, he lives. He lives for one more turn at least. What the hell is this though? How come this affects everything? The Mad King, so he... Okay, well, let's do this one first. The king interrupts the council. The shadows of the rising sun are coming for us. The end of that will start it all again is near. You must listen to me. Do we listen to the king? My only problem with this is then I lose my shield, but we'll go ahead and we'll make at least one of them also agree with us so I don't lose as much shield. We listen to the king. The king talks our ears off with his delirious talk for more than an hour. When he's done, the Mad King leaves the room, singing an eerie tune. Comb the belly, comb its hair, will you live and leave an heir? Rip the fur off, be a man, all will die and one will stand. I got another achievement called Burn Secrets. Uncover the mysteries about Ankith's faded history. Life is no more complicated than a boar's belly, is it? One day you comb its fur, the next day it will wash its tusk in your blood. The ungrateful beast. We often get a choice, and you will get one. Oh yes, you will. And I tell you, you'll get the best choice, because whatever you choose, the outcome will be the same. Some will live and some will die, I tell you. Of course. Those who live and those who die will be different. But let's not be quabblers, shall we? Point is, it will be fun and sad. With all the deaths and stuff, but mostly fun. So we've officially opened up whatever the hell this is. The king was murdered. His attendants found him strangled in his bed with a stylized sun branded on his forehead. There must be a traitor at court, and it is highly probable that it is one of the council members. Every counselor just received a letter from the Black Dawn. We are the shadow that nurtures the new light. We are the Black Dawn. A new sun is rising, and your house risks being extinguished when the old sun dies. We offer you the chance to survive the coming storm and escape extinction. Tomorrow, the restless and the forgotten will act together under our guidance. We will tear this kingdom apart so that it can be reset, renewed, and restarted. Join us and be the torchbearer of the new light. So I do have, so this is the point of, so I'm kind of good either way, I think. So I have a lot of people that like me enough. So I think either way I'm gonna win. So I defend the realm. I'm trying to think what the Black Dawn was doing. I defend the realm with my Mad King. We defend the realm. A silent tide has been slowly rising, imperceptibly suffocating our civilization. The Black Dawn has been building a network of contacts and informers since even before the rise of the Kingdom of Ankith. Over the years, it has taken root in our society, enlisting many representatives of our nobility, army, common people, and even members of the court among its ranks. Many were convinced by the Black Dawn's suave promises. Some joined the conspiracy for glory, some for gain, some even for conviction, willing to extinguish this age and bring about a new light. Many people joined them, rich and poor, priestesses and merchants, guards and soldiers. Even some of the great houses, blinded by their pride, pledged their services to the Black Dawn. The council is confronted with a complete breakdown of the kingdom's infrastructure. The usual flux of communication is interrupted. We stop receiving reports and our orders can't be transmitted. The sinews of the kingdom are effectively severed, and the council is blinded from what is going on outside Libra. Inside the capital, hordes of people, the sleeper agents of the Black Dawn, flood the streets to steal, rape, kill, and burn whomever they please. The violent incidents are too many and too dire to recount, as many act out of their most repressed feral instincts. The guards struggle to contain them, as the most competent officers are either dead, missing, or among the ranks of the traitors. Only a conjoined effort by their loyal houses and their guards could stem the tide in the kingdom's favor and restore order. The final battle that will decide the fate of Ankith has begun. Phase 1. So I don't know what this is. So I did build all of these, which I guess help me in the end. So I only have 5 extra. So I assume I can do most of these. Miasma, the Last Supper, Trade Guild. I mean, let's go to the laboratory, to the new tropic map. After a night spent securing the library, the librarian chancellor brings to our attention a strange paper with lines of different colors and thickness. At first look, it seems like a simple sketch, but the fact that it was stored in the library could mean something. Do we study the paper? I believe so. After days of study, mostly looking at the paper, our scholars conclude that it must be a color experiment by a nomad kid that remotely resembles some sort of map. They kindly invite us to avoid wasting their time with useless research when there are still weapons to develop. Ooh, so I made a bit of a mistake there. He thinks.